Yo, yo, yo. Good evening. Good evening to the people. How y'all doing this evening? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Give me a Romeo Lima Charlie if you're out there. This is gonna be a quick live stream, man. I just I saw this tweet going out where I saw I saw that there was a tweet from Keyshawn Davis calling out Devin Haney. And I just wanted to there's a lot of hype around this tweet. Salute to you, Bastion. Thank you. There's a lot of hype around the tweet. But there are some things I remember about Keyshawn Davis that I don't believe this motherfucker. I just don't. Keyshawn Davis is the type of person to me that will talk a lot of shit, because he's good at it, right? He talks a lot of shit. He knows how to get in people's faces and all that shit and do this rah-rah thing, man. But when push comes to shove, I don't see him putting in the work, right? I mean, he looks good in the ring, right? He's 13-0. He looks pretty good. He beat Dennis, but, Dennis who was Dennis Berinchyk? I mean, come on. He was probably the weakest champion in the division. And, he felt like he made a name for himself. So let's not forget that when he beat Dennis Berinchyk and was supposed to, defend his title, he came in grossly overweight and did not care. Had zero contrition, did not care at all. He was supposed to fight Edwin De Los Santos, wasted Edwin De Los Santos' time, all this bullshit. He's just one of them. He's a pump faker, in my opinion. I think he hasn't shown me shit yet, right? He hasn't shown shit yet. He's a good yapper. But, when it came down to buckling down and showing some discipline and facing Edwin De Los Santos, who I think he actually chose so that he could show up Shakur Stevenson. And I think that it got a little bit too pressurized for him, and he probably felt like he could not outperform Shakur against Edwin De Los Santos. And so he sabotaged himself and derailed his career. And now he's trying to, or it seemed like he was trying to go to 140 and start campaigning at 140, but who knows what this fucking dude is going to do. The other day he's talking about, I might go to 147. And then you get this tweet talking about, what's up, Dev? No clauses, just fight. Okay. Is that what you really want? Salute to Inside the Square Circle. He says the truth is Canelo, Bud, Usyk, anyway, all were allowed to chase undisputed with no interference from fans. They got grace to face champion after champion till they were undisputed. Yeah, this is true. But they got the complexion for the protection, right? And Dev is obviously going to face tons and tons of obstacles on his way to undisputed at 147. And now Keyshawn Davis, and I call him a coon because he is one. And I don't forget the coonery, especially when you coon and you don't show any contrition, you don't show any remorse for your cooning. He cooned out for Ryan Garcia, and fuck him, right? But this is not about that, right? I can put that aside. I don't like Keyshawn Davis at all. He's one of them dudes that when shit hits the fan, he's going to turn coat and he's going to get you sold out. He's a sellout, in my opinion. But that's a whole nother story. Keyshawn Davis is just that, a coon. And I have no, I really don't give a fuck about him. But the reason I want to talk about it is because, of course, people are going to make this a big deal because, well, all the Haney haters, they're going to use this as ammunition to kind of try to pressure Dev into trying to pull Devin up or trying to pull Keyshawn up. But Devin shouldn't even look at this dude, right? why should he give Keyshawn Davis any opportunity at all whatsoever? Salute to the brother Shelton in the building. Salute to you. Inside the square circle says, if Devin decides to only focus on champions, so be it. Devin was supposed to be dead after Ryan. Now everybody wants to slow Dev down. Even beating Keyshawn, it does slow him down. He would, and listen, he gonna whoop Keyshawn's ass, in my opinion, right? Because I saw some things in the Berinchyk fight. Yeah, he is on the list, but he got past. He's not yet on the list. Is he? Where is he at on the list? Isn't he near the bottom? He's on the list, but just because he's on the list don't mean that Dev should go out of his way to accommodate this motherfucker, right? And there's a number of reasons. I don't believe, first of all, I don't believe Keyshawn Davis wants to go up to 147 and fight Devin. I'm going to show you a couple reasons, right? This motherfucker changed his goddamn mind like a fart in the wind. Wherever the way the wind's blowing, that's where the fart go. That's where this motherfucker at. I don't believe this dude. Listen, I am a good judge of character. I'm a good judge of knowing when people are full of shit. I was watching this video today on YouTube. You know, they were talking about individuals that keep their circle small and don't have a lot of friends. They listed out all the characteristics of someone who keeps their circle small and don't have a lot of friends. And I fit all the motherfucking characteristics fit me because we know how to sniff out fake shit. And when we sniff it out and I see it, especially if I don't know you like that, if I'm getting to know you and okay, I think you might be cool. As soon as I sniff something out, I ain't got time I'm not wasting my time on your ass. Anyway, Keyshawn is one of them dudes, in my opinion. Salute to Lieutenant Lawrence. Salute to you, brother. Inside the square circle says the list doesn't supersede undisputed. Who ignores undisputed to fight novelty fights? Nobody turns down belts for novelty fights. Why do y'all want Devin to be any different? I don't. Fuck Keyshawn Davis. He shouldn't be on the list, in my opinion. For what? For what? What has he done? So I'm gonna start with this tweet that I could not find on Keyshawn Davis's. For some reason I couldn't find it. Right, I looked on his actual Twitter and I didn't find it, but I saw it being shared. Let me go ahead and share this. Right, I'm sure you guys have seen it. The reason I want to share it because maybe you guys can point me in a direction of where the hell this tweet went. Where did the tweet go? But we're going to look at it. Hold on, Killer. Let me see. Oh, I need to. Hold on, Killer. Hold on. All right. So this is where I found the tweet. This dude, Benji, says, today Keyshawn has called out Devin Haney to fight. What's up, Dev? No clauses. Just fight. Okay. That's what your mouth say. Or that's what your Twitter finger say. All right. I will show some interesting things on his Twitter post that I did see, though. And I don't know if it aligns with him wanting to fight Devin. I'm just saying. All right. So as you guys can see, I shirt some up. All right. Well, maybe I'm slow on Twitter. Maybe I'm Twitter illiterate. Is this the latest at the top? Maybe y'all can help me out because I couldn't find where he called out Devin. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong direction. Hold on. Let me see. Nope, that ain't it. I'm not really a Twitter guy. Anybody know where it's at? Inside the square circle says, if y'all remember, the list was created after Devin was on the comeback to get the best in the boxing. He had no leverage and wanted to fight people who wanted to see. Yes, now he's hunting legacy again. I would agree with that. All right. Post. Where is this? Because these are old. Why can't I find? Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know, man. No, I'm not. I don't know where the hell this post is. I was looking for it, so I wanted to see. Maybe I'm tripping. But I got other things to show y'all. What does this man really want to do? I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know. Where the hell? Anyway, y'all, I don't believe this man. I don't believe that this man really wants to fight Devin Haney. I don't. Is this his actual Los Angeles? All right, this is not real Keyshawn Davis's. This is not Keyshawn Davis. Hey, what's up? No. Dog, I know you are not whining at my door. Anyway, y'all, I don't know where the hell this damn. Hold on, you know what? My bad, y'all. This was a impromptu pop-up live that I just felt it was funny. Let's see. Maybe I can't find this. Anyway. Combination. This is a combination of Shakur looking scary after saying he would only fight a drained Dev and Keyshawn going for broke. He crashed out, and losing to Dev is nothing. Beating Dev is everything. Absolutely. What? All right, let's go with this. I don't know, y'all. I can't find it. I don't know what the hell's going on. Why I can't find Keyshawn Davis's Twitter page. I don't know. Hold on. Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis. I don't know why. Maybe this is no, that's not it either. What the hell? Anyway, so not too long ago, this man was in Africa Richardson Hitchens's space trying to fight him. Right? You in Richardson Hitchens's face trying to call him out. Like, what are we doing? Are you trying to fight Keyshawn? I mean, are you trying to fight you trying to fight Devin? You trying to fight Richardson Hitchens next? What you trying to do? Right? What is this man trying to do? I just don't understand. Like, he just runs his mouth, and it's kind of confusing because, first of all, do you even really want to fight in the sport? Do you even want to compete in the sport of boxing? Right? Because the last time you had a great opportunity, you were getting ready to fight in Virginia. You had an opportunity to defend against Edwin De Los Santos, and you decided to flush all that shit down the toilet. You didn't even try. Didn't even try to make weight. But now you're dropping tweets calling out Devin. And you just went to 140. You act like you want to campaign at 140. Now you're talking about you trying to go to 147, but you want to fight Devin? That's your first fight that you're trying to do it. You have nothing. Now, part of me wants Devin to fight Keyshawn. What do you mean Trump just attacked Nigeria? In what way? In what way did Trump attack Nigeria? That's crazy. Keyshawn Davis 8. All right, let me try that because I can't fucking find it. Keyshawn Davis 8. Okay, I think that might be it. Oh, yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Is that it? Bastion? June 5th, because the last post I see is June 5th. That don't even make no sense. I don't know. Yeah, this I don't think that's it. Does Keyshawn Davis even have a Twitter anymore? Salute the big dog Willie in the building. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you for coming through. He posted. Hold on. Well, hold on. Hold on, killer. Strikes night. What would he strike Nigeria for? Killing Christians? Is that the reasoning? Because and this is a side topic. That's it. Hold on, Bash. I'm gonna share it in a minute. See if I'm looking at it right. Trump says U.S. launched strike on ISIS terrorists in Nigeria. Huh. All right. I'm gonna have to look into this on another live stream. That's crazy work. I need to look into that. Yes, ISIS. Salute to I Am True Will. If Trump is salute to I Am True Will in the building. Salute to you, bro. Thank you for coming through. If Trump is launching strikes in Nigeria, I'm very confused because why are we doing that? Are those the same ISIS members that killed those servicemen in Syria, where we should not be? Why are we fucking around in Syria? All right, let me hold on. I'm gonna definitely have to get on that, but I'm going to share this. Y'all tell me, is this Keyshawn's fucking Twitter page? Of course, he wants oil and minerals. Yeah, Africa is rich in minerals. You understand? Y'all tell me, is this his fucking page? I don't think that's Keyshawn Davis. I put Keyshawn Davis 8 up in here, and this is what pops up. I don't know.
I'm actually looking at a different place. I'm actually looking at 147.
Why are you looking at 147, Keyshawn? Supreme Beast Boss and Talk. Salute to you, man. My brother, I Am True Will, drops a $5 super chat. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. And y'all go check out I Am True Will. Salute to my people up in here. Inside says Trump don't care about Christians. He only wants. Yeah, of course he doesn't. Of course he don't care about none of that. He's only loyal to the small hats. Yes, they want to go all up and through Africa. That's their plan next. They want to move into Africa and take over Africa. That's what they want. They want to take over the Middle East and they want to take over Africa. And don't get me started on the French. Them motherfuckers. If it wasn't for Africa, France wouldn't be shit. They'd be dead ass broke. All right, let's look at this.
Oh, so you just skipping? You just gonna jump up too? Okay.
This motherfucker ain't going to goddamn. Why would you go to 147? For what? Okay, go to 147 and do what? Oh, you think? Oh, you want that? See, this is what he wants. He wants Devin. He needs to get his name back popping. So he might actually want to fight Devin. He wants Devin to pull him into his orbit, right? Fight him at 147. He might get his ass whooped, but I don't think he cares if he does. Right? But I don't believe anything Keyshawn Davis says. Because he whooped too much. Now let me show y'all a perfect example of this. Right? I'm going to show y'all. I can't find his Twitter page, y'all. If y'all can find Keyshawn Davis' Twitter page, I don't think that was it. I don't think that was his Twitter page. But I can't find it. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't believe him. Kenneth Wilkins says, salute to you, brother. He says, he don't even want the fight. Just wants his name attached to Devin. Absolutely. He's full of shit. Now, don't forget this, y'all. Y'all remember this? This was Keyshawn Davis on stage right before he was supposed to fight Edwin De Los Santos. This is before he weighed in and came in grossly overweight. Damn near welterweight. And he's trying to call out Abdullah Mason, who he knows is campaigning at 135 and is trying to become champion at 135 at this point, he's trying to call out Abdullah Mason on stage, knowing good and goddamn well he wasn't about to make the weight. I might be blocked. Bastion, why would I be blocked? That's funny. If I'm blocked, that's crazy work. Because I just got back on Twitter. I wasn't fucking with Keyshawn Davis. Yeah, I'll see what it do, Bastion. Yeah, I'll try it. Yeah, if I'm blocked, that's crazy work because I ain't never. It might have been that one video live stream I did months ago, calling him out for this, right? Because I called him out for this. If he blocked me on that, that's crazy.
I'm working my way up right here. So after you beat him, what you want to do?
Look at this guy.
You can do whatever. I'm pretty sure my team can put anything together. Are you gonna put it together, sir? You the man there. I want to talk to you right now. I bet you don't. But
look at this fool. Look at this goddamn fool. Absolutely, Trill Will. Keyshawn Davis just runs his mouth. He's Devin's age. At 13-0. Why was he in fucking amateur for so long? Right? He's a piece of shit, in my opinion. Keyshawn Davis, I know cats like him.
I let my hands do the talking, so let's do it next. Let's do it next.
This man said, let's do it next. He told Abdullah Mason, let's do it next, knowing good goddamn well he wasn't going to stay at 135 pounds. I agree with that. Inside square. So he said Devin is a Hail Mary. Shit is it's a shot in the dark. That's what it is. Devin should not even entertain this call out. But of course, they're going to take this. They're going to say, oh, you ducking. They're going to say Devin ducking Keyshawn Davis. They're going to say it. But fuck that. Devin should not care about any of that shit. Especially coming from this asshat.
Okay, I'm pretty sure my team commented. No. Me and you, let's make it happen right now in front of everybody.
He wants to make the fight happen right now with Abdullah Mason, knowing in a couple days he's going to fucking miss weight. Everybody's hyping this dude up. Oh, look at it. He wants that work. Oh, he's trying to be great. This motherfucker full of shit. He's calling out Abdullah Mason, who actually at this point had more fights than him, have more professional fights than this dude. Putting in the work. Abdullah Mason putting in the work. He ain't trying to sit up there and yip yap on the fucking stage. You was probably just in his face smiling and chopping it up with him right before y'all got on stage. Now you're trying to come at him like he just supposed to make something happen right there. And you ain't even trying to make the weight. You said you knew you weren't going to make the weight. You said you knew that you were not going to be fighting anymore at 135, but you're on stage calling this man out. DP Rocket says Whacktive Squad. Yeah, man. The fuck out of here. I have no tolerance for Keyshawn Davis. Like, he's just an all-around piece of shit, in my opinion. An unredeemable piece of shit who takes no accountability for his own actions and just sits there and wants everybody to work around him and work with him. Man, fuck you. That's how I carry it with this dude. Supreme B says, miss a weight is one thing, but jump in the guy that beat your brother. Yeah, and that's on top of that. Yes. On top of missing weight and showing up on fight night, eating popcorn, looking like a smug piece of shit, you want to confront the guy that beat your brother's ass in his locker room? I don't care what you said happened. I don't care what the actual account was. You shouldn't have been there in the goddamn first place. That's what I'm talking about with this dude, man. There's nothing about Keyshawn Davis that I like. Even his fighting. Like, I think people overhype his fighting style. I just don't, he's fought bumps. What has he done? He has not stepped up in competition. What's the name? What's the dude that Abdullah Mason just fought? Let Keyshawn Davis have fought Snokes. Sam Noakes. Sam Noakes would have whooped his ass. Sam Noakes, he wouldn't have got past Sam Noakes' guard. He wouldn't have stood in the pocket and lasted like that, in my opinion. That's just what I believe. Inside says, honestly, every member of Active Squad are pieces of shit. Shakur, Big Baby, Keith, Keyshawn, and yes, even Bud Crawford. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. That's quite the opinion. Yeah, I agree with most of that. I do have some issues with Bud that it's character. There's some character issues I have with Bud, but I'm going to save that as well. I don't know, man. Certain things about certain individuals kind of like, all right, you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars, but you're cheap. And I'm not talking about the WBC belt. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about things that I've seen that got sent to me. It's kind of crazy. Dude, pay your fucking bills. Honor your agreements. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm not even, like I said, I'm not even talking about the WBC, but I'm talking about other agreements that he supposedly didn't honor. That it just doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, yeah, I would agree with that inside the square. So I just think that they have a sense of entitlement, some of them, that is unwarranted. Right? Some of those dudes over there have some sense of entitlement that's unwarranted, and I don't understand why they feel like they have that entitlement. Especially Keyshawn Davis after what he did. And then when they asked him about, he said he got rid of his whole team. I got rid of everybody. Like they did something wrong. Like they made him do that stupid shit. No, they probably wanted to hold him accountable. They probably told him that he was wrong, and so fuck this dude.
Knock De Los Santos out.
How you gonna knock De Los Santos out and you can't even fucking make weight? Kenneth Wilkins says Bud got felines like Keyshawn and Shakur around him, and haters like Bernie around him. Bernie is a hater. Yes, Bun one and the same on the same capacity. And don't get me started on Andre, son of Goof Ward. I don't like him either. Making excuse for Ryan Garcia, drug cheating. Like once that shit slips out, I can't. I have a hard time trusting people.
This opponent out. Me and you, let's fight next. Let's do.
You hear this dude?
That's what I'm here for. You're here to fight me next.
He said that's what I came for. His chops while he stares at you.
And he's trying to make a fight with Abdullah Mason on stage, knowing good and goddamn well he ain't about to fucking make weight. Mr. Branch says he didn't want to fight De Los Santos. That's what I think. I think that he torpedoed his fight on purpose. And it's not just that, y'all. Hold on, let me. I got more. Just a couple more things. Keyshawn Davis is not an believable individual, in my opinion. He's not believable. You heard me? No. What is this?
I don't want to get on. I don't know if they want to fight me in the first place. They wanted the bread. They said they didn't really want to.
What is this?
Why we ain't fighting, gang? I don't know. I'm looking at
So why we ain't fight? Why does he do this? Why does he do this? You know what? He the type of motherfucker that before the cameras get in front of y'all, he talking, oh, hey, man, hey, I'm looking forward to your next fight. Hey, man, what you doing next? Oh, man, I don't know. I think I'm going to do this and that. And then when the cameras come on, oh, so you going to fight me next? You going to fight me next? On some bullshit. It's just fake. Inside Square Circle says, don't forget Key missed weight because he didn't think he could beat De Los Santos on even terms, just like Shakur only wants Devin. Yes, this shit is crazy. It's crazy work. Salute to Southwest Dice in the building. He says Shakur trying to tag himself in for Shakur. He ain't really trying to fight him. Look at this shit. He was trying to make a fight. He was trying to
fight in the first place. They wanted the bread. They didn't really want to. So why we ain't fighting, gang?
So why we ain't fighting, gang? What kind of soft ass? Why we ain't fighting, man? Why aren't we fighting, gang? What the fuck are we talking about? Why we ain't fighting, gang? Nigga, what is you talking about?
I ain't no nigga. I'm not no ducking ass.
I ain't no nigga. What are you talking about, bro?
Listen, we can tell the fans we make it happen next year. We're gonna make it happen next year.
I mean, both these dudes is full of shit. Both these dudes tried to call out Dev. And what happened when Bill confronted Richard Hitchens? Now look, my brother Drew in the back. You see him? Look at brother Drew. Salute to the Drew.
It's the first one this year. What am I like because the numbers you didn't ask for, you didn't get your numbers, I didn't get my numbers. You don't know what I got.
Why are we talking about numbers? Do you niggas want to fight or not? Oh, you get my numbers, get your number. You don't know what numbers, nigga. Mr. Brent says, "Oh, he friendly, fake tough nigga." Yeah, I don't believe him. Hell no, it ain't gonna happen. They're just full of shit. They blow smoke up each other's ass. Remember that fake ass face off between him and Shakur, and then this nigga picked him up and gave him a big old hug. Like, get the fuck out of here. These dudes is full of shit. Yeah, real talk. Joseph Jackson, salute to my brother Joseph Jackson in the building. They was asked, yeah. They're $2 million for what? Neither one of these dudes ever did pay-per-view. What are we talking about? Not that we shouldn't care about that, but it's already the excuses. No one's going to give them $4 million for this fight. No one's going to give up $4 million guarantee for these dudes to fight. Not even Turkey. Turkey don't even like Richard Hitchens, number one. Number two, is Keyshawn Davis even on Turkey Out-Sea's radar? Is my question.
I don't want to fight in the first place. They want. I don't want to get on camera and slaughter, Keyshawn, because he's.
I don't want to get on camera and slaughter Keyshawn. Man, these dudes just be talking, bro. Salute to Cool Cat Lawrence. Salute to you, bro. Thank you for joining, dropping the super chat, brother. Dropping that $4.99. He says, talent-wise, Bo has always been him, but see how him following Devin Haney's advice, Bill Haney's advice to take all-time challenge to submit his legacy. Absolutely. And, Bud is just, he set the example. No, I know what you're trying to say, Cool Cat. Bud is a great fighter. I just think that if he has a sort of if he's looked upon as sort of a big brother to these dudes, I think that he needs to take them to the side and, I don't know, express some type of humility or something. But Bud is not really like that either, in my opinion. Joseph Jackson says they be bragging about getting beat up by Shakur. It's crazy. Like, what? That's a great point. They do be bragging about that. No, it's all good, cool. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. At least some people, they be trying to insult you in the chat but can't spell. That's when it really gets bad. That's when it's bad, when you're trying to insult somebody but you can't spell. Now, like I said, I was trying to find this tweet but I couldn't. I can't find Keyshawn Davis' Twitter. But, you know, I just don't believe that Keyshawn Davis really wants to fight Devin. And there are a number of reasons that it shouldn't even be entertained by Devin. I think Devin should – I think he's beyond trying to please people to accommodate this and that. Like, there's no reason for Devin to fight Keyshawn Davis. If Keyshawn wants to fight at 130, 147 and make a name for himself at 147 and then get a belt or something, or maybe even get in the position to challenge Devin, I think that's the best way to do it. But getting on Twitter and just saying shit is just, we need to get past that in the sport of boxing, right? Because you can just say whatever. Mr. Brand says they just say Devin name because he's bigger. Yeah, he's a bigger name. Yes. And he really made himself a bigger name, beating Brian Norman Jr. He really made a bigger name for himself. Now, I'm going to risk. I just want to see what he look like against Berinchyk, y'all, because I just want to go through it real quick. Because, you know, there's this idea that Keyshawn Davis is just so talented and skilled, right? And I think he's pretty good. Joseph Jackson says he on the list, so when Bill hit him up, he better not ask for no tune-up. That's a great point. Right? That's a great point. Now, I'm going to risk a little bit of copyright strike, but I just want to see what it kind of – let me turn it in. I just want to see what he kind of looks like, because this is his last fight. He was supposed to fight De Los Santos, but, you know, obviously he came in overweight and couldn't do it, you know. So he stopped Berinchyk with a body shot, right? He was working the body. And, you know, y'all know I like to look at all the fundamentals and see what we're really looking at here. Now, Berinchyk has that in and out, you know, Ukrainian kind of style where he's trying to come in and he's throwing slow ass jabs to the body. You know, I'm just trying to see, right? I like to look at the last couple of fights and see what these dudes are looking like. But yeah, it is fair use, but you know, fair use is what I'm doing right now, right? I'm going to stop it, start it, I'm talking about it, but they still hit you with a copyright, right? I don't even feel like fighting. It's kind of like whatever. Now, look at this. Look at this. What are these jabs that Keyshawn is throwing? Right? I want us to, because there was a lot of things I saw wrong with his jab. Look when he throws a jab. Where does the jab go when he's done jabbing? Right? It's kind of a lazy jab. He throws it low and he keeps his chin up, right? He doesn't even guard himself when he's throwing the jab, he's not protecting himself. Berinchyk is doing a better job protecting his chin when he throws a jab. And he's slow as hell. Listen, in my opinion, Keyshawn is slow right here. Right? Okay, that was a nice, quick little little hook. But again, it was kind of lazy and slow. And he caught Berinchyk with it because Berinchyk was coming in. Right? And look how small Berinchyk is, and he's just being tossed around. So I think it looks like Keyshawn might have blown up a little bit with the rehydration. That slow-ass double jab, right? Now it's the first round. Good reflexes, right? Good defensive, you know, good lean back and all that. But where was the counter? Great opportunity for a counter right there. Look, Berinchyk is slapping him, right? This is a champion. Look at this. Look at the slaps. Look, he's going to slap this dude. What was that? Come on, y'all. Look, what was that, bro? What was that? What was that Berinchyk just did, y'all? Inside Square Circle says the list should not override belts or legacy, especially when the list presents a fighter that has no belt, no legacy, no name. I agree. I agree with you, Inside. I agree. Devin is back on his path. It is what it is. See, that and it shouldn't even have to be explained. But of course, these guys, they want to try to shit on it. Oh, it's the weakest division and all this bullshit. Salute to Queen Mother Shaquila's in the building. Salute to Queen Mother Shaquila. Thank you for coming through, Queen Mother Shaquila. Always good to see you here. Now, what was that, y'all? Just come on. Come on, guys. What was that? Y'all tell me what that was. What was it? I mean, come on, bro. Dennis Berinchyk. What was that? Slow ass double jab, just slow ass punches. Berinchyk is just slapping. No power behind anything because he just doesn't. What are we doing? Just slapping. Like there's nothing, there's no substance behind any of Berincyk's punches. He's punching on the move, but he's not planted. Right? And why is Keyshawn tying him up? What, what is he doing, bro? Well, come on, bro. Come on now, dog. Come on, man. Devin should be worried about this. Y'all, come on, man. Listen, let's not do this Brian Owen Jr. thing. I'm calling it right now. If Devin Haney says, okay, Keyshawn, come on up, and I'll fight you. Listen, I want y'all to go right back to this live stream. Keyshawn could have knocked the guy out in 45. Yes, I agree with that. Cool cat. Keyshawn should be getting his get back with Andy Cruz. He ran. but see, we're not going to say that about Keyshawn, right? Oh, he didn't run from the division to get away from Andy Cruz, who was hot on his ass. We ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about how Andy Cruz was right there calling him his son. And then I'm going to 140 now. Now I'm gonna come in overweight. I mean, come on. Exactly. Cool cat. This is just this is just a horrible display of boxing. It just, in my opinion, y'all. What? Come on now, dog. Look at this. Slow ass jabs. Where's your jab at, bro? What are we doing? Like, what? Why are you letting it come? Listen, bro. Like, we got. Come on. Who's in it? Who is he listening to his corner? I know this is the second round. Ugh. This is horrible. Jesus is wide open. He could have came with that right? He threw that double jab. Keyshawn could have came in with an inside right hand and knocked his ass out. There's nothing on his punches. There's nothing on Berincyk's punches at all. This is crazy work. Joseph Jackson says, he's slow. What are we doing? Inside says, just like Shakur ran to get away from shock, get at the squad. There's everything except get active. Yeah. This shit's crazy. They should all be fighting each other. Fuck all this brother shit. What is that? What? Y'all, can y'all tell me what was that punch? What was this that Keyshawn just threw? What is that? What is that? That's not even a throwaway jab. What is that, bro? Yes, he knocked Berinchyk out with a body shot. But look at the jab, bro. Look at this jab. What? I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. Yeah, Inside Square Circle says, way too stationary to beat Devin. Norman Jr. was more of a threat because the pressure, Key get picked apart by. Yes, he would get picked apart. Yes. If Berinchyk had any steam on his punches. See, Berinchyk is too busy trying to be a light on his feet that he's not going to land anything significant. He's not landing anything significant right now. I mean, look, shit's crazy. What are these jabs that Keyshawn is throwing? Like, okay, I get it. You're going to throw away, you're going to do some range fighters. How much range finding you got to do, bro? Throw some jabs. Berinchyk is the perfect opponent to get caught with some good jabs coming in. Look where he's throwing his jab. He's throwing his jab all the way across the world. The jab ends up down here. Why? The jab is going to come down here. Tell me why his jab is. Why? These dudes don't know how to jab. It's come on. This shit irritates the shit out of me, bro. Like, this shit is crazy. And you know why? You know why he missed that right hand? Because his jab is ass. If Keyshawn would have established a good jab, he should have established a good jab by now. Orange Lily for you. Salute to you, Queen. Thank you for coming through. The vegan queen is in the building. Joseph Jackson says Keyshawn too green and he hasn't seen nothing. Yeah, but everybody treating him like he's a world beater. He's not. Look at this shit. How many times do I got to show y'all how motherfuckers really fight? Not y'all, because y'all know. But come on now, dog. This is not good. Is he tired? Come on. Tell me this dude ain't tired in the second round. It's been a while since I've seen this fight. But tell me he ain't tired. What is it? Do y'all know why he just missed that left hook? What was that? Don't tell me. This was all a setup to catch him with that body shot, right? This was just all a setup. He's doing all the lazy jabs, all not establishing the jab, all the bullshit that he's throwing, right? All the slow. Don't tell me it was part of a plan, right? It was all part of the plan. All part of the plan. We're just supposed to believe that body shot he caught Berinchyk with, that Berinchyk made himself an easy target for. All this was to set that up, right? I mean, come on, man. Letting them get behind him. What are we doing? And look at his footwork. Look at his footwork. I ain't even looked at that yet. Well, how are we letting this happen? Oh, now he's trying to throw something. Look at the jab is just still ass. He has a horrible jab. Horrible jab. Maybe that was part of the plan. Show Berinchyk a horrible jab. I don't even know what the plan was. Joe Jett said, I see why Shakur mixing them up when they sparring. Yes, easy work. Cool cat, salute to you. Thank you for dropping that $5 super chat. He says a thoroughbred like Gary Antoine Russell would give Devin a harder fight. Yes. I agree. I think that would be a great fight. That would be a great fight. I wouldn't even be mad at that fight. But, there is some, belief that Gary Antoine Russell ducked Devin when he was at 140. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like. But I don't know. It gets kind of gray over there because of what happened with Devin and Ryan Garcia and what happened with with Sandor Martin and all that bullshit. I just think that there was a lot of nonsense going on at 140. Gary Russell fell off. I don't know. No, he looked good in his last fight. I don't know, y'all. I don't think Keyshawn is that impressive. Berinchyk is damn sure not good. This Berinchyk is trash. Right? They're both slow as hell. Can you imagine Devin going up against either one of these dudes? And Berinchyk just caught him with a right hand and just did nothing. Right? Caught him with a right hand coming down. Did nothing. There was nothing on that. Yeah, I don't think Gary Russell fell off. No, he didn't fall off. I mean, Chin is, listen, bro. I just wanted y'all to see this. I wanted to look at this again because when I saw this fight, I was not very impressed with Keyshawn. Now he's going to the body. Right? But, and I kind of, why is he throwing his uppercuts from way down there? His uppercut from way down here. It's telegraphed. There you go. See, that's good, right? So he caught Berinchyk coming in with that right hand, but look where his right hand is when he throws it. He leaves all this open when he throws his right hand to the body. All that. He caught him good with that right hand. So at this point, he's just throwing right hands to throwing low right hands. What was that? Listen, bro, you go up against anybody any better than Berinchyk. Look where he threw it. He threw that jab. Look where it's at. He touched the ground with his jab. This is just not good. What are we doing? What are we doing with these jabs, man? And Berinchyk is just ass too, like just trash. What was that? No pop at all on these punches because look what he's doing with his foot. Look at his rear foot when he throws that uppercut. It's in the air. It's in the air. He's out of position, and he's crossing his feet as he's throwing it. You're not going to hurt anybody with that. This is a trash fight. Cool Cat says if Bill Haney manages a lot of these guys, they may get a loss or two, but their legacies and bank accounts will go next level. I agree with that. I mean, when people listen to Bill, they get paid pretty well. I agree. Benito says that's a good fight. Davis versus what's his name again? Oh, yeah, Devin Haney. I forgot. Okay, Benito. So you're telling me that this dude that's in this ring right now, because this is Keyshawn Davis's last fight. You telling me that this guy has any work for Devin? He only, bro, go to your corner. The round's over. Are you that fucking tired? This fight is ass. This is a trash fight. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. It's my opinion. Not this was a horrible. Now let's see if he warmed up. Okay, see, yeah. Caught him with a body shot. He think he did something. No, Berinchyk is just trash. Now, good on him for that nice body shot. Now he's getting mad. He's getting upset for whatever reason. The dude has no discipline. Berinchyk ain't got no pop, nothing. So he's ass. Y'all think this is good? Do y'all think that Keyshawn is any good? Can y'all be real with me right now? Looking at this fight, a championship fight, right? He's going for the belt against this guy right here, right? if it was anybody, if this was Edwin De Los Santos, Keyshawn gets knocked out, in my opinion. He gets knocked out. If this was Edwin De Los Santos, who is a pressure fighter with power, right? Which he's kind of putting on the pressure, but he's just not got it. He's small. His footwork is trash. You know, like he has no pop, right? And he looks tired. I think Edwin De Los Santos beats this guy right here, right? I'm just not impressed. And look, no wonder he got dropped with a body shot. Look at this. He should have been dropped. He should have got dropped in the first round. Brother Trill Will says Alex Cruz put hands and feet on Keyshawn Davis. Yeah, he did. It's not a good fight. It's not a good fight, Benito. I'm sorry to tell you. Yes, he did. But he don't want that work with in Cruz. Berinchyk is ass. Look at this. It's just. But don't tell me this was all a setup to get him with that body shot. Throw a bunch of slow ass jabs. I mean, this is trash, bro. This is not a good fight. Be vocal. Salute to you. Right? Oh, so he wants to mix it up, you know? Now he wants to start throwing hands. But he's missing a lot. Like his punch placement is off. He can only land the body shot because Berinchyk couldn't see it and he was coming in. Salute to Alico. Salute to Alico in the building. He said, stop that, free. Keyshawn and Haney is an amazing matchup. Yeah, it's a great matchup for Devin. We're just weak to the body, right? I don't look at this. I'm sorry. I'm a footwork guy. Look at this. It's just I don't think his footwork is good. I think it's basic, right? I think he's kind of trudging in there, you know. Berinchyk was a great guy to display some footwork against, in my opinion, right? If you have footwork, Berinchyk, the way he comes in and out, the way he tries to attack, the way he tries to smother you and you know, tries to come in and bull rush, I think he's a great guy to utilize a jab, to show a good jab and footwork against. But he didn't do that. Right? He's just letting him do whatever. Right? Keyshawn is just waiting to get another good body shot because he knows that he dropped Berinchyk with that body shot. He knows he's weak to the body. So that's what he's waiting to get off. Right? But he's just missing. Like, why is he missing like that? Why? Because he didn't establish a jab. That's why. See, that's why a jab is important. You establish a jab. You just, what are you throwing sucker punches for? You ain't got it like that, bro. You don't have the speed to throw a sucker punch. By the way, a sucker punch is leading with the right hand. That's all that means. You lead with the right hand, you catch somebody with it, they call that a sucker punch. If y'all didn't know that. That's where the term sucker punch came from. Because if you get caught with a lead right hand, you a sucker. Or a lead rear hand. Right? He's just waiting to catch him in the body. That's all. And Berinchyk being a southpaw is just perfect candidate for a liver shot. I think that's what he caught him with. He just hit him to the breadbasket. Berinchyk ain't got no steam on his punches, so of course he ain't worried about his guard. He's not worried about defending himself. He's not worried about putting his head off the center line and none of that. Right? at all. He's not worried about it. Yeah, so now he's going to go to the body because that's all he got. Yep. But look, Berinchyk arm is way up on the back of his head. Berinchyk is trash. But this impressed so many. I wasn't impressed. Yeah, you caught Berinchyk with that body shot because he allowed himself to get caught with the body shot because he's trash, right? He kept coming in, kept trying to swarm, throwing wild-ass punches. This is what happens. You throw wild-ass punches. Keyshawn, you get your arm gets caught up on the back of Keyshawn's head, and that allowed Keyshawn to catch it. Right? I'm not hating on the brother. It just is what it is. I'm not hating on Keyshawn. But if he goes up there, if he goes up to 147 and tries to fight Devin Haney like that, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, am I not sharing anymore? Never mind. Fuck it. Anarchy Television, salute. Salute to my brother in Anarchy, brother. Salute to you, man. Aliko says, I do see the narrative lately. People wait to see what Haney supporters say about his opposition. When we kill the fighter objectively, they try to kill the fight. People only want a fight he'll lose. Yeah. He's not losing to Keyshawn Davis. Not this dude right here. Keyshawn's gifts are natural athleticism and timing when he's not afraid to pull the trigger. Even with footwork issues, he does keep himself in range to do damage. Well, that's not going to be an issue for Devin, right? Because Devin will know how to keep him at range. Keyshawn is not going to out-jab him. That's for damn sure. And Devin is going to out-jab him. He's going to keep him at range. And when Keyshawn tries to come in, and do some close-in work, Devin's going to turn him because he's not going to out-footwork Devin. He doesn't have the footwork, the jab to do any of that to Devin at all. And he's going to get countered. Let me remind y'all. Let me show y'all. I just want to show y'all this jab again. The jab he tried to use in the first round and abandoned because it was just the dumbest jab I've ever seen in my life. Hold on. This is the worst jab in boxing. I mean, hold on. Am I sharing? No, I'm not sharing yet. Hold on. Yes. Does Keyshawn have some talent? Absolutely. But it's not going to be enough for Devin at all. Yeah, Keyshawn, exactly. Just look at, he can't even establish a jab. He abandoned it. The whole, like in the second or third round, he abandoned the jab completely. I don't know if he doesn't like jabs or what, but look at that. And he has a tendency to telegraph his shot, his his looping shots. He has a tendency to do that. It's just not going to work. Now, I want you to see this. Berinchy's arms are so small, right? It's so short, right? See, that would have been a right hand from Devin. That would have caught this dude right here. He wouldn't do that to Devin. See, if this was Devin throwing that right hand, he would have clocked him and probably dropped him. Keyshawn probably would have gotten dropped by a shot like that from Devin. Yes, cool cat. Devin has too many tools for Key, and he definitely stops him. I agree. And look at this. His elbow flared out. I know it seems like I'm nitpicking, but these are things that Devin is going to exploit like a motherfucker. Everything I told y'all he was going to exploit on Brian Norman, he exploited it. Look at his double jab. That's not even a straight jab, man. That's like His elbows flared out. Is that supposed to be dangerous? I mean, come on, bro. Angry Television says, doing a goal every time he wants to take the right swing, he steps with his left foot, telegraph his move. Yes. Oh, yeah, you talking about Berinchyk. Yes. Berinchyk is trash. Manuel Lopez says Haney is worthless. Okay. All right. Tell me how he's worthless. I don't know about that. Brian Norman Jr. made his biggest payday fighting Devin Haney. But what do I know? I mean, look at this, bro. Berinchyk is just trash. And in my opinion, Keyshawn struggled with him until he caught him with that body shot. And listen, this jab right here, what was that? He pushed his face. He mushed him. Didn't even fully extend his goddamn jab. Listen, bro. And Keyshawn was wide open for it. Defense was trash. Yeah. Devin has nothing to worry about with this dude. At all. So, nothing to worry about. And what improvements has Keyshawn made since Berinchyk? Did he even try to make improvements? Did he feel like he needed to make improvements? We won't know because, well, we don't know because he didn't fight he didn't defend the title against Berinchyk, not Berinchyk. He didn't defend the title against Edwin De Los Santos like he was supposed to. So how are we supposed to know if Keyshawn Davis got any better after this? Right? Shelton, he said you got to be a miserable MF to be hating and trolling on Christmas. Yeah, it's wild work. But we don't know if Keyshawn improved since that fight. I don't know if anybody told him he needed to improve. The fundamentals are lacking. He's just lacking fundamentals. His jab is trash. Doesn't look like he has a good gas tank, in my opinion. Not in that fight. His defense was horrible. Defense was trash. Right? Left himself open to too many shots. Did not use the ring, right? Ring generalship was horrible. Berinchyk was just allowed to just swarm him, right? Use zero ring generalship to the point where Berinchyk did not even need to cut the ring off at all. He was just standing there getting swarmed. For what? Right? Yes, you were able to catch him up with some body shots. But by the fourth round, you fighting that terribly. Leaving yourself that open in the first 2-3 rounds. Not establishing the jab. Not using your footwork. Not establishing ring generalship and not controlling the fight. Not taking control. Throwing just slow, right? Slow ass punches. Come on, man. He's not that good to me. Man, let me tell you, Perry. Hope Cuz tighten up his defense, that's for sure. But where would he demonstrate that? Because he hasn't fought nobody in almost a year. Over a year. When was that? When did he fight Berinchyk? When was that fight? And what was that? When was that fight? 10 months ago. Almost a year. But he hasn't been able to demonstrate if he improved his footwork, improved his defense, improved his jab. Because Berinchyk was not the guy to challenge him and bring that out of him. Right? He just wasn't. Berinchyk is trash. Alico says Dev could fight the man of his choice. Isn't he a prior champion of some sort? Vacant belt champ? You talking about Keyshawn? Well, he got stripped. He got stripped because he came in overweight when he was supposed to fight De Los Santos. Grossly overweight. Inside the Square Circle says Devin isn't in a position to fight just anybody. Devin is criticized for everything and not praised for anything. Key won't further Devin's legacy, or earn him any respect. I agree. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, I would not. I wouldn't entertain it if I was Devin at all. The Devin shouldn't fight him at all. Keyshawn, to me right now, is very poor man's T.O. Not even that. T.O. Man, let me tell you, T.O. would probably stop him. T.O. would probably stop him. Right? I'm not seeing what I need to see. Just like I didn't see what I needed to see with Brian Norman Jr. when he fought in his last fight before Devin. I didn't see what I needed to see. See, these guys didn't face anybody that forced them to change their bad habits. Right? Keyshawn Davis seems like the type of person to me that you can't tell him nothing. Right? Like if you're what's his name? The Bud's trainer. I forgot his name. You're his trainer. I don't see him really listening that well. It's just something about him that just seems like he doesn't want to listen. Aliko says, if Turkey will pay for it, I say go for it. He is on Devin's list. You see what they did with Norman. Yeah, but listen, Brian Norman, he beat Brian Norman, and now he's a champion at 147, and he's campaigning. He's trying to fight Crocker next. I think that's what his focus should be on that. Yes, he has a list, and the list can still be accomplished. Keyshawn Davis, I feel like, Bomac, thank you, cool. I think Keyshawn fights a few more fights, right? Improves, make himself a better challenge for Devin, and then I think work your way up to it. Work your way up to a challenge to title contention at 147. Why should he have title contention at 147? For what? No. I don't agree with that. Oh, you said very poor. Yeah, T.O. stops him quick and fast. I think T.O. might stop him in the second, third round. I mean, if he's fighting like this, like he fought Berinchyk, I didn't see anything good against Berinchyk. He landed some good body shots. He saw that Berinchyk was weak to the body, and so and Berinchyk was not did not have any power for Keyshawn to respect. So I think that he was just waiting to take him out with a body shot. That's not going to work on the elite level, okay? Keyshawn Davis, that's not going to work on the elite level. Inside says, Devin should do anything fans ask him to. They will hate him regardless. All Devin's moves should be to build legacy. They can't be denied. Devin's path to being a legend is legacy fights. Yes. Aligo says, of course, fight for his belts, but if he can't get another belt fast and Keyshawn want to get beat up and that's off the list, let Dev beat him up while everyone else keeps ducking. Well, I don't think Crocker's going to duck. I think Crocker's going to get what he wants. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to Crocker. Matter of fact, I think I might take a look at Crocker next week. I think I might take a look at Crocker's last fight against Patty. What Paddington was his name? Salute to Nuggets. Nuggets to do Blutino. My bad, man. I butchered your name, man. All the belt guys are ducking. I think I think he's gonna fight Crocker. That's what I think is gonna happen. Cool Cat says, speaking of 147, I don't see him surviving Rolly. I won't even mention what Brian Norman will do. Yeah, I think, yeah. After this, listen, this is his last fight, y'all. This was a championship match. No, I think that Crocker wants that work. I think Crocker's gonna get what he wants. I think that fight's gonna happen. I think Devin and Crocker at 147 in January, or was it January, February? And if Devin fights Crocker next, gets his belt. I think it's the I think it's the IBF belt, right? Devin gets that. Yeah, he's definitely he should not look at Keyshawn at all at that point. I think he fights Crocker next. Oh, Nugs is fine. All right, salute to you, brother. Crocker versus Patty 3, you mean they already fought twice? Yes. Yeah. However many times they fought, I don't know nothing about I don't really know about that. I don't know about Crocker. I really don't. That's why I say I need to watch his last fight. Maybe the last 2 fights, because I want to see what that work do. Matter of fact, I want to do the same thing with Shakur and T.O.'s last fights. I think I might do that a week or 2 before and just take a look at them. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. I get the belts mixed up all the time. If I'm not looking at it, I get it all mixed up. Like I'll give the WBO champion, the WBA, and the WBA champion, the WBC, and the IBO. I don't know. I get kind of mixed up. But when it comes to breaking down these fights, I know what the hell I'm looking at. And let me tell you right now, Keyshawn is not ready for Devin. I think Keyshawn said that last year. I think he said that. I think he said he knows that Devin would probably whoop his ass. He listen, the dude got 13 fights or 14 fights. He's 14-0 right now. Yeah, he stuck around in the amateurs quite long, and he started his professional career late. And he doesn't. I don't think he has a lot of discipline. He doesn't have the discipline either. Salute to Orange Lily. Thank you. He doesn't have a lot of discipline, in my opinion. Right? I think he needs to work on himself. He needs to work on his discipline and accountability. He's not going to face Devin, and it's not going to be good for him. Wait, what, Joseph? Eddie wants Keyshawn to fight Crocker. What? No, he don't. Where he say that at? He said that? That would be wild as hell if he did. If that happened, that would be crazy work. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think Keyshawn got it. Like, he's not on that. Yeah. It's just not. It's not where it's at. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know where Keyshawn's. I'm looking for Keyshawn Davis. What's his name again? I just can't find it. I cannot find his Twitter page. Wait, I think this is it. There's a blue check. No, that's a different Keyshawn Davis. God damn it. The USC legend. Damn it. I don't know, man. I can't find his goddamn Twitter. I don't know. I don't know if that's whatever. Inside the Square Circle says, why is it cool for Devin to be held up? Can you imagine Deontay Wilder saying, fuck Usyk's undisputed run? I want next. How about Golovkin saying, fuck Crawford fighting for undisputed? I got next. Well, yeah, it just, at this point, it doesn't make sense for Devin to fight Keyshawn at all. Like, what would he get out of it? He wouldn't get anything out of fighting Keyshawn. Keyshawn was on the list before Devin fought Brian Norman, right? When he was going through the list and trying to get a fight, you know what I'm saying? And then when all these dudes was ducking, he said, you know what? Brian Norman took the fight. He has a belt. Let me go ahead and go that way. There's no point. Yeah. There's just really no. February. Like, I don't know. I just don't think that it's not gonna work out for Keyshawn. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get on off of this thing, but I appreciate you guys for coming through. And I appreciate those of you who hit the like button, who commented. Thank you for the comments and the likes. Thank you for dropping them super chats. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you for the support. This is just a quick pop-up live. I just wanted to talk about this real quick because I was like, man, this shit don't make any sense. Thank you, Queen Mother Shaquila. I appreciate you for coming through and always supporting. Cool says, easy to deter thoroughbred black fighter from operating through their own promotions. Yeah. Yeah, you know, that's a whole nother ball of wax, right? We know they're trying to blackball Devin, not trying to let Devin get that work. But I think Crocker is going to actually pull through and come through with the fight. So that's what I'm looking forward to next. If Keyshawn wants to fight Devin, he needs to establish himself. I don't think he ain't there yet, in my opinion. But thank you guys for coming through. I'll holler at y'all later, man. You guys enjoy the rest of your holidays or whatever the case may be. I'm going to get off of this thing and go hang out with the fam before I get back to work tomorrow. But much love, like, share, subscribe, and let's keep marching forward toward freedom and truth. Peace.